Hello everyone, and welcome you on my night calm stream. Today we're gonna venture into the world of the Dragon Age. With our glorious character called Vigdis. Is it like a 4th day or so? Like, is it close to ending?
Walk safely.
Does it trouble you?
It's stopped spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can.
Fuck, I misclicked
Your
again.
mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might the same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Oh, so before, when you told me about it, it was like period pain, something like that.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier.
If we create our own
ambassador and
terminology.
You're even
Also,
taller than I'd heard.
hello.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
You never said hi
My
back.
position- Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra. Pleased to meet you all.
I
Hello.
mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we
Hi.
must approach the rebel mages for help.
Okay, that was incredibly forced.
Serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
Okay.
I was a Templar. I know what they're
Hi.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced
So this is the
the
diplomat,
Inquisition,
the one
and
I'm
used
dating in the first playthrough.
that
Okay, I'm just gonna skip
It
through all the
limits our
cutscenes
options.
because that's just...
approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Because there's a lot of
She is
talking.
not far and knows those involved far better than I.
So basically,
assistance could be
the
invaluable.
portals getting open in their world, they blame me and also Inquisition, because the Inquisition is on like my side, because Inquisition was just recently created. It's like a martial law, something like
You were
that,
saying
let's
something
say.
about Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Hinterlands, yay, our first map. Like, this map is so big. It's genuinely such a massive, big map. I'm gonna lick your face. Yes, I will. Only if I may, though. If I'm allowed to. Do the cold. And you got the original monster. So, may I lick your face? Starting from cheeks, then I'm gonna gently bite your nose, and I'm gonna keep licking your cheeks. Then I'm gonna kiss you on your lips.
Of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the bridge.
I don't know.
They
Why
might
not?
know much about the Canary, but
Because I
you'll
want
get no
to.
backtalk from anyone here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout
Because I'm
Harding,
literally
at your
like a
service.
duck.
Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No.
Ugh. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's
Thank
pretty
you.
dire.
You don't
We
mind?
came to secure horses from Red Cliffs, but with
Oh my god, finally the talking was endless.
Dispatch for you. What is it?
Okay.
Watch your step.
Also, did you forget about something? I just remembered right now. Like right
Yourself
now.
ought to be around here somewhere.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Hold. We are not apostate.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Wait, I'm confused. What do you mean, yeah, you don't know? What you don't know?
They are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Be ready. More coming our way.
What is
That's the end of it.
Okay, I didn't mean it right now. I just want to ask as a reminder, because I myself forgot about it. And that's all. Okie okie.
Don't. I am. And you must be the one. Some are simply terrified. They have heard only frightful. The power.
Okay, I'm skipping all the talking, so we have a bit more time.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
Right. So we have a village in the main location. It's not like main location, but first map. Okay, I do not need to plan that map. Sorry, banner. Indeed, it seems as I do not.
Did you hear the news?
I'm pleased to hear it.
It's going to be a long, hungry night. Mages, Templars.
Fuck, maybe my character should have been a warrior.
These people need food. Farewell.
Like, not maybe tank, but two-handed weapons warrior. Because I won't have Sarah in team, which Sarah will be like her girlfriend of the main character,
What's wrong with your wife?
which is already rogue. I'm rogue, we have two rogues. I need one mage definitely as a support. That's just mandatory. And then last one is either tank for like bosses, but for exploring it's okay if I have just like another DPS, like 3 DPSs and 1 support.
Thank you. I see.
True enough.
Your son.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the we haven't heard from him.
Farewell.
I'm
Okay, the most annoying part. Looting that, like looting in general, but those herbs and ores. I just need to control myself and not loot that shit.
Something like that.
More cold weather coming. Full villages. Where are their coats? I'm sure the apostle.
Also, I will get a horse from that first quest.
Look at this. The apostates have gone mad with power.
Really? I just one-shotted him?
Better here.
Please give me new level already.
We should move on. We can only restore order by securing an alliance.
What do you think you would pick as a class? What would you play? From the options, you would have a rogue with 2 daggers, as I am right now. A rogue archer, which is literally just a bow and arrow from distance. Mage, which you could literally be just casting spells from distance. Or support would be like healing and shielding your team. Or you would be warrior with two-handed weapons, like heavy weapons. Or you could be warrior with sword and shield. I think it was like these 6 options. Yeah, it was just 6. Like two-handed big sword or sword with shield? Okay, I got so much damage just now. To be honest, that's kinda boring setup. Like, sure, you will survive a lot, but you will not do a lot of damage. Like, it's... Okay. It surely is still doable, because since you have the team, and you can... And sometimes tank is necessary. The issue with tank lies with the responsibility. As a tank, you sometimes need to use your taunt ability, which causes everyone to attack you for some short period of time. In this game you actually have 2 taunts. So you need to be periodically or strategically be casting a taunt in order for your team to survive. For example, when I will reach level 11 or 12, I'm gonna attack a first dragon on this map, and that dragon, he's so strong, it actually takes like 10-15 minutes fight because he has 90,000 HP. Imagine I'm doing with one dagger like, I don't know, bit less than 100 damage, and he has 90,000. Anyway, I have new level. I can't, I need to get out of the combat. I personally usually
well in
go for mages.
You weren't trying to remind me how bad it is in Kirkwall, so you decided to talk about
You know what?
about its recovery.
When you finish
What
school,
you're talking about are the buildings, and even that will take years.
and
People don't recover.
like it will be long time, I always like it's something I already planned before, so it's not like new thing. So you have no time, you have no option to refuse, because it's gonna be in the kinda distant future, and I already thought about it a long time ago, is that eventually I'm gonna get you a computer, PC, and we gonna play World of Warcraft together. Have you ever heard about World of Warcraft? It's like WoW. You did? Interesting. And what did you hear about it then? Like kinda it's not popular anymore, but it used to be like for a quite long time game #1 in the whole world. Fucking hell, that was a lot of damage. Well, nothing is your cup of tea, I assume, because you're not much of a gamer yet. So basically, okay, you're typing. Well, this type of games, it's MMORPG, which means it's a online where you have like 100,000 of people playing it. How do you play lots of games actually? When was the last time you played a game that wasn't PJSK? Hump. And from the games you played, how many of them have you finished? But I'm pretty sure once you would try it, that you will actually like it. Like, I'm really positive. So basically, you create a character, you have a choice of two sides, Alliance and a Horde. Each side have like 7 or 8 races. So Horde, which is the one I play with all my friends that we ever played, we always played Horde. The main main races are Orc, Troll, Tauren, which is like the cow people. They are like super big, super strong, whatever. Goblin, newly added Vulpera, which is like foxes, fox people. And I forgot probably some of them. Oh yeah, there is a Blood Elf, which is probably one of the best of the races of the Horde. Then the Alliance, they have humans, dwarves, worgans. These are the best. It's like literally werewolves. Gnomes, which is kinda cringe. It's a bit smaller than dwarf. Then there is a connected races, which is Pandarans. As a Pandaren you can be either Horde, either Alliance. And I don't know how it's called, the race, but it's literally basically dragons, like dragon people. You can have also both. So you create a race. Then you pick a class where you could have a warrior. With warrior you could have 2 stances. It's basically specialization called. Every single class has minimum of 2 to 4 specializations. So not every race can have every class. For example, if you play Orc, you can be only like Warrior, Mage, Warlock, Priest. You can't be Druid. You can be Death Knight. And it's like a lot of these classes. Each... Oh yeah, there is a Hunter, which is basically bow and arrow as well. Oh, there is also class Monk, which is basically someone who fights with a fist. So let's say you pick race, I don't know, Orc, then you pick class, for example Warrior, then you pick one of the 3 specializations, which is Fury, Arms, or Protection. Protection means you're literally playing tank. Arms is when you have one two-handed weapon and you have specialized attacks for that. And then there is a Fury who carries 2 two-handed weapons, but he's one-handing them. So you literally have a heavy weapon in each hand. It's like only class who can do that. And then you play out of it. You do quests, you join dungeons with people, you can play up to 5 people in dungeon. You can go raids, which are up to 25 people. You make a guild or clan, it's called guild I think in here. You level up till I think 80, I forgot what's the level cap right now. So we could be playing it together all the time, but if you decide that you would be playing alone, like there wouldn't be like much of the progress that we would lose or anything, because there is just so much to do. You can collect a lot of things. So firstly you are collecting transmogs, which is you can pick how your character gonna look like, meaning weapons and armor. Then you are farming mounts, which is the things you ride on. You could have just the ground mounts, which is the mounts that are like walking on the ground. Flying mounts, which is like dragons and stuff. There are also a few rare mounts for underwater. Then you could have a pet, which is like it's like a mini game in that game where you can have a pet, like battles among the pets. Usually you pick 3, main 3. Like you could have hundreds of them, but you pick 3. Those 3 are literally like how to say, assigned for fight. You will find some either pets in PvP, like when you go to the player, or you just find random pets in the world. You can attack them by your pet, and it's like turn-based combat where you have 3 abilities. You click ability, your pet does it, then enemy pets has its turn to use ability, and so on. So you can be collecting these pets. There are some few more additions that you could be doing. Very recently, in latest data disc, in March I think it was released, it's like every 2 or 3 years, they created that you have your own household and you are collecting decorations for that.
As much as is possible. The Fae contains a wealth of knowledge for those who know where to look.
Sure, but I don't know how you dream, let alone wander around in there. Especially when the shit that comes out of the Fae generally seems...
So you can collect a lot of things in there.
So are humans.
For collections.
Continue to interact with them.
Also they have a toys, which is like collectibles. They do a lot of strange different things. For example, you can transform yourself into something for 10 minutes or so. So once you reach maximum level, you go dungeons with your either with randoms, or you could go with your guild or with your friends or with me or whatever. with highest level you are farming better gear, like better equip, like weapons and armor. It's called item level. And if I have good item level, then you are looking for items with good stats. Once we have all maximum item level we can have from dungeons, then we're gonna progress to raids, which is for 25 people, and you can do it once a week only. So people usually they kinda make like schedule. For example, very popular is like Tuesday, Wednesday. They usually go like twice a week, like they make 2 parties. Like because a lot of people they have alts, which is like main character and then alternative character. Second one, you could go twice a week. So they usually make like Tuesday and Friday or Tuesday and Saturday. There are some like very detailed quirks for specific classes. For example, Mage has a teleport as a spell into every capital city. As a rogue, you have permanent stealth, so you could be like this, walking stealth as in this game, and it's usually very hard to detect you. It was one of my first classes I actually played. As a hunter, in 2 out of the 3 cases, you can have also pet, but it's not like this small pet I was talking about as a minigame. It's literally your companion who is like helping you. It has its own abilities. For example, you could have lion, tiger, you could have like a small dragon, and each type of the pet has like different attributes. You could have even a bear or something like that. So you have like 3 categories of what people play, which is DPS, it's the most people, healer and tank. So when you go to dungeon, there is like pre-created setting for how it should look like, which is 1 tank, 1 healer, and then 3 DPS, because you have dungeons of 5 people. If you have a raid, you have 2 tanks, 5 healers, and the rest is damagers. Usually when you create character, for example, Orc Warrior, if you like, what I usually do, I create, if I have like a warrior, I go for tank for first 80 or 79 levels, because by having tank I'm queuing dungeons extremely quickly, because there is like a lot of people, like not a lot of people want to play tanks, so tanks do not wait for raids or raids. We immediately queue and we start playing immediately. That's how I level up. Then when I make maximum level, I change specification for whatever I wanna actually play. Some classes, like a druid, so for example when you play a Tauren or Troll, you have an option to play class a druid, which is also a lot of fun. He has 4 specializations to choose from, which is like healer, tank. When you play tank, you literally transfer into bear form, and you are basically playing like a big bear. Or you could have another 2 damage forms. One is a Moonkin, which is like a mage, kind of a mage, but it's druid kind of mage, with unique abilities. Or my favorite that I was playing for a long time last year is a ferocious druid, which is a cat form. You're playing kind of like a tiger. You have a very similar abilities to a rogue with 2 daggers. but not exactly the same, just similar. You have a stealth, you do backsteps and that kind of shit, and you're sticking around. And you're extremely mobile because tigers, they have like 30% extra movement speed. So if you decide like half time, I don't know, after like 2 months of playing, where you already have level 80, you have good item level, everything, you could still decide to change your stance from whatever you played into something else. You just need new items that would be corresponding to the new stats you wanna have. For example, tanks, they do wanna have defensive stats, and if I would change into the mage, I would need intellect stats. You could definitely have more characters than just 1 or 2. I personally have I have above 35 to 40 characters actually. I created it because I was farming a month. Like there are several ways to obtain the mounts. For example, you could be going depends where it's dropped. For example, a lot of dungeons, they drop unique mounts. It has like 1% drop rate, and you could go with like as many times as you want. Then there is a raids, or there is war bosses who respawn, not respawn, but you can get the drop from them only once a week. And there was literally this war boss from old data disk, like old content, and I was going him every week, and he had like 0.3 to 1%, it wasn't like fully stated yet, of drop rate. I did actually get it, but I had to make characters, and with each character I was coming every 10 minutes there and was killing it. And eventually, after like 60 or 80 tries, I got it. It's like a Chinese dragon, the electric with a black cloud. Its name is Heavenly Serpent Onyx Dragon. Like so far it's my favorite one. Okay, this shit. So if you say you like just one-handed swords or one-handed weapons in general and shield, you would be most probably playing warrior, protection, or oh yeah, I forgot. There is also class paladin. They also have a one-handed sword and shield. They also could be like damager with two-handed sword. One-handed sword and a shield, or they could be healer.
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
So you would have a very crucial role as a tank. To be taunting enemies, so they attack you. You would have like survivable abilities and other ones that will like make you survive, like damage reductions, heals and that kind of shit. And if we would be leveling together, I would most certainly create character of a healer. So if you as a tank and me and a healer would queue a dungeon, we would be literally waiting like 0 seconds and it would immediately pop out. If we had both DPS, we would be waiting for like 5 to 8 minutes maybe for each dungeon. So what do you think so far? I gave you like shit ton of the information. So what do you think? Well, it was just to tell you what the game looks like itself, what you can do everything. I didn't want to be like too detailed, it's just like... for you to see that you would have like so many options. Usually a data disk is like a content where you have like a main series of quests, new dungeons, new raids that are up to the maximum level. People they queue it together, they play it, and after like some time, like half a year or a quarter year, 3/4 a year, they release a new content. Like they don't release everything all at once, because they wait until people like kinda clear it, then they create new content, so people have like new fun, and then eventually, after like 2 to 3 years, they release a new data disk.
Interesting.
So they already have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 data disks right now. I think this is 9th right now. And since you don't even know the story itself, if you would like, you could literally just play from the very beginning, do just main quests instead of dungeons, because it's like the faster way to level up. And I could be even doing the quests with you. So we'd be like going together, doing quests, talking to NPCs. And that story itself, it's like not bad, it's kinda catchy and entertaining. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So before I forgot to tell you that there is extra paladin class. But I also forgot to tell you there is an... it's not a new, like brand new, it's like 5 years old only. There is a class called Demon Hunter. And Demon Hunters are like the absolute peak. They are the best looking. They are using warglaives, which is like 2 swords. And they are extremely mobile, they have wings. They... same way as a Satoru Gojo, they are using blindfold.
Have you heard from any of your Kirkwall associates, Varric?
You're asking me? So you don't read my...
You're no longer my prisoner, much as you like to
They have a
act.
lot of damage.
Yet I still get all the suspicion.
They have like 1
I am
damage
not
form, and then
without
there is a specialization for
especially
tank.
given recent events.
Why, Seeker, I would never accuse you of having sympathy. By the way, I tend to refer to my associates as friends. Maybe you're not familiar with the concept.
But don't worry, it's like extremely long distant future before that would happen.
You think the Inquisition could maybe find out what these things are?
To be honest, we might even live together for when that happens. How does that sound? Spooky, I know. Like, I know a lot of couples that they play World of Warcraft together. Not like no, but used to know. Oh yeah. We could also go arenas, 2v2 or 3v3. And also, very important concept I forgot to tell you about. You could be going through the world and have PvP on or off. And as I said, there is a horde against Alliance. If you have PvP on, you can't attack other people only if they are the opposite faction, which is like your horde, their Alliance, and then you both have PvP on, you could literally attack each other. It's like big thing. But before that would happen, in some time I do plan to get you a Diablo game. Because I want to. Because trust me, it's more for me than for you. And in there we could actually play like whole time together. Oh, I said I could stream a Diablo for you someday, so you would see what it looks like. So how about I download it someday, and then I show you on stream. Okay, I was fighting for so much without actually doing anything. Anyway, was that boring? Me yapping about nonsensical stuff? You can just tell me. How can you know it's not your cup of tea when you never tried? Plus, I said it's in a long distant future, which means that you would maybe grow into it. Stop citing. Okay, we don't have to even try. Do you wanna sleep or something then instead? I honestly don't mind though. You could try to fall asleep or something if you think it might help. Well, okay, but I want you to keep in mind that you don't have to.
I believe we are nearing the apostates. Be on your guard.
What do you mean you would? I mean it, you can literally go to sleep if it hurts. Then please go to sleep. So, good night, sleep tight, sweet dreams, dream about me cuddling you, and thank you for attending my stream, and I love you so much, and have a good night and sweet dreams, and have a lot of rest, and.
Well, Leliana just gave me quite the speech.
What about?
About us.
Oh, she is impossible. Might we discuss this somewhere more private? Leliana said I was an innocent in love?
More or less.
Of all the... I'm quite capable of understanding our association. I've never thought your intentions were overly romantic, Inquisitor. I assure you.
Perhaps I should have composed a ballad then. Or sent roses.
What? You mean you do? We've only just... I didn't wish to presume you harbored any tender feelings for me.
I have no objections. Resume away.
But we haven't even known each other a few short months. How can you declare this liking for me after such a brief time together?
With intelligence, elegance, and I always delight in your company. It seems most natural to want to be close to you.
I would not object to a closer relationship between us, my lord. If that sounds agreeable to you.
Nothing would make me happier.
Well, then.
Aww. Even the leg up. Oh my god. Damn.
How are you, my lord?
Let's meet away from prying eyes for a while. Just you and me.
A meeting? I could find a place for us to... Oh, together. My word. Well, then, do lead the way.
A working nursery with not a space wasted. We'll want for nothing.
you're training in the art of necromancy, Inquisitor. Is that wise, considering the Mortalitasi's reputation?
I'm sure my chief diplomat can sweep a few new spells under the rug.
I am quite serious. Outside Nevada, most people think the Mortalitasi perform death rituals and sacrifices, and Maker knows what else. I will try to keep the fact that you're learning this as quiet as possible. A pleasure.
How far do your roots go?
Very far, I wish. The original crest design was abandoned when we were exiled from the city. I've always wanted to find a copy.
Why was Leliana so set against us being together, Josephine?
Think nothing of it. She'd disapprove of anyone I chose to keep serious company with. Back in Balroyo, Leliana was practically my older sister.
So you two never...
A romantic... You did hear me say Leliana was like a sister to me. She's a most dear friend, and nothing more.
Has our being...
Undoubtedly. A rumor already gave you a dozen suitors the moment you took your title.
Who are these rumors pairing me with?
I can only speak to what was whispered in several courts.
Josephine.
To begin with, Cassandra, Leliana, Cullen, Dorian, Mother Giselle, the Lord Seeker, Chancellor Roderick, 2 barons, 3 maids, and some man named Philip. Honestly, I don't think he even exists.
I thought we might go somewhere a little more private for a while.
I have so much to do, but... Oh, let's do. After you. Yes?
Let's speak later.
Another time. Inquisitor.
Inquisitor.
Yeah.